That is a very, very nice start to a 7-game road trip on the West Coast as the Phillies win the first game of this series by a final score of 7-3 against the Arizona Diamondbacks. And nice way to start the series. You know, they went out and scored 7 runs in this one. Vince Velasquez pitched a pretty good game, and not a typical Vince Velasquez outing. Vince Velasquez doesn't usually go 7 innings, so as he did today. So he pitched a good game. Harper, we'll talk about him in a little bit. New stance. He got 2 hits last night, so it was a nice game. It was a nice, as I said, nice way to start the 7-game road trip. And this is not going to be easy. We do not play well on the West Coast, so especially in that ballpark, Chase Field, we never played well there, so. I really would like us to obviously win 2 out of 3. I'd be more content. And we start off the series with a win, which is really, really nice. So why am I wasting any time? Let's just get right into it. Top of the first inning. Well, the first run was not scored until the bottom of the first inning. But JT Realmuto. First of all, we have runners at first and second with nobody out. Bryce Harper hits a bomb to left center. And it was on the warning track. He just missed it. Just missed a home run. And, Hernandez was able to tag up and head to third. So we got first and third, 1 out. JT Realmuto strikes out. He just cannot hit with runners in scoring position. He just really can't. He can never hit with runners in scoring position. Leaves the bases loaded a couple days ago with 1 out. I think we were in Detroit. Didn't he? I forgot what he did in Detroit. I think that same situation. First and third, 1 out, and he struck out. So he has been notorious for just leaving runners on base, striking out when it really matters. His strikeouts have been really, really bad this year. So very disappointing. JT Realmuto, the strikes out there. But luckily it did not come back and bite us. But usually those are mistakes that come back and cost you from winning ball games. So let's pick it up. Bottom of the first inning, David Peralta grounds out the shortstop, Marte, who led off the game with a triple. It's now 1-0 Arizona. Top of the second, on the first pitch, Scott Kingery launches a line drive to left field, goes over the wall, and we got ourselves a tie ball game. Then JT Realmuto doubled to left. It was down the third base line. Hoskins scored. Harper went to third. It's now 2-1. Then Segura singled to center. Harper came around to score, and Realmuto went to third. Then we stranded first and third because of double play. And then bottom of the third, Escobar sacrificed into a double play. And Kelly came around to score, and it's now 3-2. And top of the fourth inning, Hernandez grounded out to second. Hazley came around. It was just a very close play. Hazley came around to score. Quinn went to second. It's now 4-2. And we jump ahead, top seventh. Segura singled to center. Hernandez came around to score, and it's now 5-2. Top eight, Quinn, who's been pretty good recently. He singled to center. Hazley came around to score. It's now 6-2. Bottom of the eighth, Peralta singled to left. Wilmer Flores came around to score. Now 6-3. And then top of the ninth inning, Realmuto scored on a wild pitch. And it's now 7-3. And that's our ball game with it. 7-3, your final score. The Phillies score 7 runs here. They have always struggled at Chase Field, as I said before. Lost the series last year there. So they just have never really played that well at Chase Field. So they were able to do well today. So let's review the box score. Cesar Hernandez, 2 for 5, a strikeout, and an RBI. He did not walk. Rhys Hoskins in the 2-hole, 0 for 2 with 2 walks. Bryce Harper, 2 for 5 with a run scored. All 1 through 4 all scored a run. Hernandez, Hoskins, Harp, and Realmuto. So Realmuto 1 for 4, walk, and 2 strikeouts. Segura 2 for 4, 2 RBIs, or just 1 walk. Scott Kingery 2 for 5, 1 RBI, 1 run. Adam Hazley 2 for 5, 2 runs scored, a strikeout. Vince Velasquez 0 for 2, a strikeout. Corey Dickerson 0 for 1 with a strikeout. He's not ready to play every day just yet. Roman Quinn 2 for 4 with a RBI. So Roman Quinn's got his average up to 188, which is a lot better than it was before. So if you the box score, Vin Velasquez went 7 innings, 6 hits, 2 earned runs, 2 walks, 3 strikeouts. Very good outing for Vin Velasquez. We'll talk about that a little bit later. Juan Nicasio, 2/3 of an inning, 2/3 of an inning pitched, 3 hits, 1 strikeout, 1 earned run. Jose Alvarez, a third of an inning, and Hector Neris, an inning and 1 strikeout. So that's your ball game. The Phillies win 7-3. And as I said, very nice way to start a road trip. So let's talk about some things. First, I want to talk about Bryce Harper, and I want to talk about Vin Velasquez. So let's talk about Bryce. So Bryce shaved his beard. So that's his first clean shave as a Philly. And he changed his batting stance. Obviously his batting stance, it was different at the beginning of the year. First he held his bat on his shoulders, and then he started wiggling it back a little bit. Now he's holding it straight up like that. So that's his new stance. Go check out my Instagram story. I've built a video of it. You can go watch it. So interesting stance. Let me know what you think about the new stance in the comment section below. Do you like the new stance? Do you not like the new stance? I like it. It's different. And this is going to help him hit better. Then I'm all on board with it. I really am. So I'm excited to see what kind of damage he's going to get done with that new stance. So got 2 hits last night. So as I said, do I love the stance? I don't mind it. I love it if it helps him do better. So as long as he's driving in runs, hitting home runs, getting hits, I really don't care what kind of batting stance you have. Some people care. I don't care. So that's how I feel about Bryce. Obviously shaving his beard, new batting stance. Superstitious. Bryce has always been superstitious his whole entire career. If he does well one game, if he wears an arm sleeve, then he'll have to wear the arm sleeve again the next game. And then once he does bad, then he'll change it up again. He's very, very, very superstitious. And maybe he's in the midst of a slump, so maybe he just wanted to just change it up. So interesting. Bryce Harper changing up his stance, which I like. I like it. So good job to Bryce for kind of having a new look. Do you like Bryce with the beard? Do you not like him with the beard? I know that's not really baseball talk because it doesn't have nothing to do with really baseball. But do you like him with the beard or not like him? I don't know. I like it either way. I think he looks kind of like a badass either way. So that's how I feel about Bryce. So 2 for 5 last night with a run scored. Nice night. Vin Velasquez. I did not see this coming. I really did not see this coming. He went out there and gave us 7 innings with only 2 earned runs. This is a guy who can only go 4 to 5 innings. And he came up big for us last night. And I'm really, really proud of him. So we're only 25 and 27 on the road. We're 2 games below 500. So we're not a good team on the road. Vin Velasquez goes out and he pitches a pretty good game. He does. And it's a huge win. This game is so huge. Because what if we lose tomorrow? What if we lose today? Because now we're set up to win the series. All we have to do is just win one of these next 2 games, which I think we will do. So I do think we'll win the series. I went into the series thinking, I don't think we're going to win the series. Well, now I think my opinion has changed. Now, could we drop the next 2? Absolutely. Do I think it'll happen? No. I don't think so. I do not think we're going to drop the next 2. So let's just see what happens here. I am definitely looking forward to these next 2 games. So Vin Velasquez, he did a heck of a job out there today, last night rather. So nice outing. I did not see that coming. But you can't get you can't really read that much into it. I mean, it's just one start. So tonight we will seeing Jake Arrieta against Mike Leake. Arrieta's 8-8 with a 4.44 ERA, and Mike Leake is 9-8 with a 4.27 ERA. So let's see who wins that one. It's going to be a toss-up. I don't think Arrieta is probably going to go deep. 9:40 again, the first pitch. So let's talk about. I really want to kind of go on a mini rant here about the New York Mets. So let's talk about the teams in our division. First of all, the Nationals defeated the Giants 4-0 yesterday. And that means we're tied with the Giants. And the Mets won yesterday 2 times because they played a doubleheader. And that means that now they are 1 game above 500. At one point, I think they were 11 games under. Now they're 1 game over. So here, what are my thoughts on this? I really do not care. I'm not scared of the New York Mets. You know why? Guess who they have played? They played the Pittsburgh Pirates, the Chicago White Sox, and the Miami Marlins. These are easy teams. You should be beating up on these guys. They suck. They are not playing the New York Yankees or the Houston Astros or the Los Angeles Dodgers. These are the Miami Marlins, the Chicago White Sox, the Pittsburgh Pirates. These are not good baseball teams. Team to watch. I don't care. They're not even good. They did this last year. Well, they kind of picked it up in August. And then they are utter trash in June. The Mets are not a good team. I don't care that they're won 11-1 in their past whatever games. I don't care. It's irrelevant. They're still out of it. They're not going to make the playoffs. Now, if they play the Miami Marlins and the Chicago White Sox the rest of the year, then yes, they will make the playoffs. They've had the easiest schedule. Now, I understand that our Phillies have had a hard time beating up on the bad teams. I understand that. But that's irrelevant to the point that the Mets have had an easy ride the past couple of weeks. It's irrelevant. I know we've had some hard times beating up on the bad teams. I get it. But as I said before, it's irrelevant when we're talking about this. The Mets do not scare me. The Nationals scare me. The Braves scare me, obviously. The Mets, they don't scare me. And I really don't care that they were 11 games under 500 at one point. Now they're back at 50. The Nationals did that. The Nationals, I think, were like 15 under at one point, weren't they? So the Mets just don't scare me. They're not going anywhere this season, guys. Do not listen to all the hype from the Met fans. The Met fans are stupid. Just block all of them out. I'm not worried about the New York Mets. The New York Mets are so bad, and they are trash. So I do not care about the New York Mets. So I'm not worried about it. I just want to go on that little rant there. I'm so sick and tired. I just had the vent. I'm so sick and tired of hearing about the New York Mets. And the Braves lost 5-3 yesterday to the Minnesota Twins. And the Braves have not been playing the best baseball since the All-Star break. They're still going to win the division. They have not played the best baseball since the All-Star break. So, again, I don't really think it means that much. The Braves are virtually locked to win this division anyways. So I don't think it really has. I think that's kind of irrelevant too. I mean, the Braves, they're so far ahead that it doesn't matter. 6.5. Six games isn't like a huge lead, but that's a pretty comfortable lead. They still technically blow it. The Mets are 8.5 out of first place. They're not winning this division at all. And I do not care that they're playing the easy teams. I really don't. And the Mets are 2.5 teams out of a wild card spot. They're not making the playoffs. And they'll come back next year. I guarantee you to do the same thing. So the Mets suck. So, let's look at their upcoming schedule. They have to go play Washington. Then they have to go play Atlanta. Let's see how they do that. You know what? Wait a second. Just wait 1 second here. Let's see, look, as I said before, they've had to play the San Diego Padres, Pittsburgh Pirates, Chicago White Sox, and the Miami Marlins. Probably the easiest teams to beat in baseball. Obviously, the Baltimore Orioles are pretty easy to beat as well. But they have to go play the Washington Nationals and the Atlanta Braves. Let's just see how they do. I'm curious. I'd like to know. Let's just see. Let's wait and see how they do against the Washington Nationals and the Atlanta Braves. And then they have to go play Cleveland and Atlanta again and then Chicago, and then they come in here. That's like the end of the month, which is a couple weeks away, like 4 weeks. Wow. They've had the easiest schedule. Gosh, maybe the Baltimore Orioles can even do well in that. I'm not worried about the New York Mets. Guys, I'm so sick and tired of hearing about these Met fans going all, crazy about it. It doesn't matter. It's irrelevant. They suck. That is pretty much it, guys. I just wanted to just kind of go on that little rant there. The Phillies win 7-3 against the Arizona Diamondbacks. Win the first game. Jake Arrieta against Mike Leake tonight. 9:40 the first pitch. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I apologize about the video in the morning. I really did not like it. Make sure you have the notification bell turned on. Please smash the like on this video. Please tell your friends about these videos to subscribe if you haven't yet. And I will see you tomorrow. And let's go Phillies. Arrieta against Leake. Come on, Arrieta. Get us a win out there. Thank you guys so much for watching. Social media link in the description below, by the way, too. All right, guys. Thank you.